As before, this isn't your usual stupid things people do and what we can learn from them. This is more like a post-holiday special of smart things you can do. So pay attention while I stumble through trying to figure out how to make insurance interesting. We left off last time with an explanation about the kind of problems that can occur when you hire long-thought-dead ancient Viking hero Egil Skallagrimson. And if that confuses you, you should really watch the previous vlog. It's quite informative. Seriously though, it does have good information about exclusions and how they can affect you based on your level of risk, and what you can be thinking about when reviewing an insurance policy to see if it fits your needs. Today, I'd like to dive a little bit deeper into the realm of exclusions. This is complicated, and just one eggnog-fueled rant about Vikings is not going to do it any kind of justice. But before I jump into that, I want to remind you, yet again, I am not a lawyer, and I should not be mistaken for one. My incredibly wise, clever humor wit should not be mistaken for legal advice. It is food for thought. Fruitcake for your brain. In addition to the typical exclusions for intentional or expected injury, many insurance policies contain exclusionary endorsements. Say your policy were the Constitution of the United States. Scary thought. These exclusions would be like amendments to that Constitution. This means that they modify or expand or limit a policy's coverage for specific situations. For example, and this is not something I'm going to make up any kind of joke about, abuse or molestation exclusions. Under these sort of endorsements, coverage for damage arising out of the actual or threatened abuse or molestation of any person while in the care, custody, or control of any insured, it's excluded, meaning it's not going to be covered. Typically, there will also be exclusions for if you retain any abuser or molester for whom you are legally responsible. It also contains exclusions if you are negligent in reporting or failing to report any such person to the proper authorities. Yeah, I know, that was an unpleasant turn for what is supposed to be a humorous vlog. And, I mean, Fruitcake's got nuts. And, in my defense, I did say this vlog was a fruitcake. Yes. I said I would try to make it interesting, but with this part of insurance with the damages, there's just no way to make that funny. Not in a tasteful way, anyways. It is critical for anyone watching this to be aware if your organization or its employees work with children or incapacitated persons or disabled persons, you not only want to make sure you're taking every measure to ensure these people are safe for your organization, but you'll want to know whether your insurance policy contains exclusionary endorsements which might affect your coverage in case something goes wrong. There's multiple reasons for this. Obviously, one of these is that if you end up in abuse litigation, that could very quickly mean bankrupting your organization. But also, having proper coverage is part of good member care. Having the right kind of coverage means that when tragedies do happen, you are better equipped to respond in a restorative way. So, what if my policy does contain exclusionary endorsements, you might ask? Well, that's not surprising. Pretty much all policies do. And if you interact with children, you're going to need additional coverage. You should consider purchasing special policy coverage for sexual abuse and molestation. And to be clear, this kind of coverage, again, is not just about covering you if something goes wrong so your organization isn't destroyed. That's part of it. But being properly insured means you don't need to worry about bankruptcy or dissolution, and that frees you up to better respond to and heal victims, and that is critical. Thank you for listening. Tune in next time. I am going to be explaining how circumstances such as misrepresenting your organization on an application can get your organization in hot water.